I have rights. I have the right of education. I have the right to play. I have the right to sing. I have the right to talk. I have the right to go to market. I have the right to speak up.
She's become the voice for girls around the world. In 2011, CNN interviewed Malala Yousafzai, a Pakistani girl who gained international headlines 2 years earlier for speaking out for girls' education through a blog she wrote under a pseudonym.
I come from the north of Pakistan, was born in this valley, which was known to be the Switzerland of the East. And that was the time around 10 years ago that terrorism started. And it started in the form of these extremist people in our society who started imposing strict laws, their so-called Islamic laws, in which they basically were against the freedom of people. They wanted people to behave in their way and according to their code of conduct. They especially targeted women, including the fact that they were not allowing women to go to markets. And then it changed for me personally and completely when they announced a ban on girls' education. And I was just 11 years old when I realized that that my right to school was all of a sudden taken away from me.
God has given this honor to me, and I shall accept it.
Malala's life changed forever on October 9th, 2012. While on her way home from school in Pakistan's Swat Valley, a group of armed Taliban boarded her school bus, asked for her by name, and shot her in the head. 2 of her classmates were also wounded in the attack. But Malala's injuries were so severe, doctors didn't think she'd survive. She was airlifted to a military hospital in Peshawar, where she had surgery to remove the bullet lodged in her shoulder. From the UAE to Germany to the US, doctors from around the world offered to treat the young girl. But ultimately Malala flew to the UK, where she continued treatment at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. When hearing about the attack, people around the world were inspired by her courage. Many attended prayer vigils and lit candles.
We want justice!
Others stood in support of her efforts through rallies, holding up her picture and demanding change. Malala was discharged from the hospital in January and underwent reconstructive surgery a month later. In 2011, when asked why it was important for her to take up this cause, she told our Reza Saya,
When I looked at my people and my school fellows and the ban on the girls' education and the Taliban, so I thought that I must stand up for my rights, the right of education, the right for peace.
Malala is attending school in the UK, but she continues her fight for education, and worldwide support for her continues despite threats.
I stay hopeful and optimistic because it has to change one day, and I believe that change does not occur itself. Somebody has to step out, say something and do something, and that's how change happens. So I'm doing my part. I'm trying to do my best to ensure that we live in a world where every girl can go to school, where every girl has a voice and can learn and lead. And I believe that change is possible, but that requires us to act.